Nicaragua is known as the land of lakes and volcanoes. It's home to 19 volcanoes, 8 of which are currently active. They attract thousands of people from around the world, and the constant lava flow from the Masaya volcano has been Nicaragua's big draw for many years. However, in the last 10 years, the activities taking place at a younger volcano have begun to steal some of the limelight. Welcome to the world of volcano boarding.
Volcano boarding is taking a board and either sitting on it or strapping it to your feet and flying down the side of a volcano as fast as you can.
The pitch-black slopes of the Cerro Negro volcano is home to the new adrenaline sport of volcano boarding, and it's captured the imagination of people across the globe.
That's the youngest volcano in Nicaragua. It's one of the youngest in the Western Hemisphere. It was born in 1850, and it's had 23 eruptions since 1850. So it's averaging eruptions every 10 years, and when it erupts, it goes big. So it's small. She's only 728 meters tall, but she's powerful.
Cerro Negro translates as Black Hill. The volcano consists of a gravelly black basaltic cinder cone, and it's this sand-like texture which allows people to board down it. The potential for the new sport was first explored in 2001, when Frenchman Eric Baron set a mountain bike speed record on these slopes, clocking 130 kilometers per hour. His feat opened the door to what could be done here. People began flocking to the volcano with their custom-made boards to ride down. Most of the boards are wooden, and they have either a sheet of metal or a layer of formica on them in order to reduce friction. A few techniques have been tried, but Freddy Bonilla seems to have found the best method of descent.
The best technique all depends on how slow or how fast you want to go. But if you want speed and want to have fun, then you have to put your feet slightly on the floor. But not too much. And you have to put yourself as far back on the board as possible and lift the front of it up. That way, you'll get real speed.
Having only erupted 17 years ago, and with a track record of blowing every 10 years, there is a certain amount of trepidation for those venturing to the top today. Yet Nicaragua has invested heavily in volcano monitoring systems, and it's Armando Sabellio's job to pay close attention to the Cerro Negro.
We can't tell exactly when it will erupt again, but the chances of it erupting in the near future are high. The eruptions are violent, strombolian ones, forming ejections as high as 7 kilometers over the volcano.
Before volcano boarding, the region of León was only really visited by the seasoned traveller, and there was little in the way of tourist infrastructure. The sport has created a compelling reason for many people to visit this area, and business is now booming here. Mitchell Lincoln works for a tour operator which organises daily trips to the Cerro Negro and the surrounding national parks. He's seen a sharp increase in the number of hotels springing up in the area.
It's a beautiful town, it's a beautiful city in itself, but people are coming here to volcano board. So there are now many tourists, tour operators running, there are many hotels. Local people are finding work. You know, they're making the volcano boards, they're driving the trucks, they're helping people find hospitality and eat in restaurants. So it's been a welcome boom for León.
Transworld Sport joined a group of boarders from France, the Netherlands and New Zealand on their trip to the Black Hill. To get to the top, the group had to hike the steep rocky slopes around the volcano. It takes around an hour to reach the summit, and the views en route are stunning.
The hike was heavy going because of all the loose stones, but there was a nice breeze, so it wasn't too hot. And of course, there were fantastic views.
Hailing from New Zealand, John Alice is no stranger to adrenaline sport and was rather gung-ho on his first attempt down the slopes.
Yeah, it was okay. I saw it coming a little bit. I knew that I wasn't in control, so I kind of had the anticipation building a little bit. I knew it was going to happen at some point. And it happened. I managed to sort of tilt to my side and roll on my shoulder, so I wasn't too injured. A few scrapes and bumps, but nothing serious.
The boarders reached speeds between 40 and 60 kilometres per hour. It all depended on how brave they were feeling. In his time, Freddie Bonilla has seen many people have last-minute nerves once they reach the top.
They're scared, really scared, because when you reach the top of the volcano, you can't really see down. But most of the time, the descent goes well for people. And when they arrive at the bottom, they're very happy and full of smiles.
But what do the locals think of all these thrill seekers arriving with their boards at the volcano?
They think we're crazy. We've had a couple locals come out with us, and for the most part, they see Cerro Negro as something to be respected, something to be looked at, not something to be hiked and slid down. So they think we're a little bit crazy. You know, they appreciate what it's doing for their city, but I think they probably quite don't understand the draw yet.
Volcano boarding is attracting more and more participants every year. There may soon be competitions held here, but for now this pursuit remains in the realm of the adrenaline-seeking traveller.